Peace to all the gods and goddesses of the planet. Peace to all the kings and the queens. Peace to all the princes and the princesses. If this your first time viewing me, I am No Front VO, spiritual coach, spiritual guru, mentor, role model, brother, friend, anybody can, let you know that you're not in this spiritual fight, spiritual journey on your own. You can look at it as a spiritual fight, or you can look at it as a spiritual journey, going through these challenges just to help you ascend, reach new levels of consciousness. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate y'all, of course, every time for coming back, always liking the video, always commenting, always subscribing. I definitely see y'all, and I definitely appreciate y'all from the deepest part of my soul. Y'all keep me going, y'all keep my fuel. Y'all my fuel, man. So continue to keep me fueled up. I don't care if it's one person coming, if it's 100 people coming, and every person count, and I take every soul serious, because I know that a soul has infinite energy. So if even one person taking you serious, that's more than enough to take you over the edge. Okay, if more people come through, then we blessed, but we're gonna get it either way. So of course I come to you today with a spiritual message, motivation. The Most High wants you to know that you are currently rising up in the ranks. And he wants you to also know that you are who you hang around. You want to be hanging around legends and future greats. First, we're going to jump into rising up in the ranks. See, the people around you, they see that, of course, like I always say, that you're a very dedicated person. And if you were watching this video, of course, the video found you for a reason, because my thoughts and my sound is vibrations, and obviously your vibration matches the frequency. So you're most likely, in alignment, or probably headed towards that direction, or just getting out of, never know. However it resonates. If this video don't resonate, I got 100 more. So just, go to one either low key that you like, or find one with a lot of views. You can pick your juice. You did. So, as I said, people have been watching you for a minute now. Your name is always in rooms, even when you're not there. People always want to know what you're doing. People want to keep up with you. Even people who you don't know. People who you probably never met in person. People who you have met in person are just still keeping up with you. And it's because that they always knew that you had something great, that you was always anointed by the Most High, that you were chosen, that they use these days. But before that, people just always knew you were going to do greatness in life. They always knew that. That's why you was probably the person who was picked on, and the person who, didn't fit in. Because when you're different, especially when you're younger, different wasn't always good. Being different wasn't always good. If you were different, then you was kind of marginalized. And a lot of people wanted to fit in. So with you was being different, now everybody looking at the different kids. People, different is cool now, and different is something that everybody want to be. And now they trying to follow that. Of course, now they don't know how to necessarily be different. Because when you being different, you're not being different. You just being yourself, and it just so happened that your pattern not aligning with what everybody else got going. See, me, I wasn't in a lot of group messages. I didn't have a lot of social media growing up. So stuff would be going on. I literally wouldn't know about it. These days, you can pick up a phone and see what's going on. But if you take it way back to your childhood, before they was giving kids phones like that, you just had to come with your energy and how you really felt in the day. You didn't necessarily worry about what people was wearing, who got something new. If you couldn't visually see with your eyes, then it didn't exist to me. Like, it didn't really matter. And I'm just taking y'all back right now just to let you know why you rising up in ranks, and why you are, receiving this abundance. See, the Most High, he wanted the people to be different. All these different flowers, nothing, no snowflake is the same, no star is the same, nothing is an exact mimic or exact replica of anything. So with us walking around with these souls, we each different. We each vibrating at a different hertz. And when you try to be like everybody else, it kind of throws off your hertz, because you trying to mimic another vibration that's not naturally your vibration. These natural gifts that I talk about, these natural things that you were born with, people seen that you like to smile, people seen that you were naturally happy, people seen that you were in your own world, people seen that you might have did high vibrational things that your parents never did, and they seen that from a young age. It's like, oh, he liked to pick up after himself. Nobody ever told me I used to like to pick up after myself. Cleanliness is next to godliness. It was little hints and little pieces that people saying that you was gonna be great, because as you grow, these things only intensify. These things only, reveal themselves even more. You might have been somebody who naturally just draw attention to everybody. Always the center of attention, always the person that people asking about. Even if somebody call them, they asking about you. They not really worried about the person who they're on the phone with, so they more worried about them than they is worried about me, in a sense, from their perspective, not your perspective, but their perspective. Like, they more worried about them than they worried about me. So it was a lot of animosity between. That's why like family and stuff be doing, like, a lot of that be going on, because some people just chosen in the family. And even the chosen one in the family most likely was the person who was antisocial, didn't really want to go to the gatherings, even not by choice, but when you in your mind a lot, it tends to make you want to be, more alone, so that you can be in your mind, in your right mind. Because when you're around people, you're not in your right mind most of the time, unless you're able to actually control it. But even me, when I go around, people for, a certain amount of time, it can change you. They can grow habits on you. And then who knows where they got that habit from? Who says it's even a positive habit? They could have got it from somebody who wasn't positive. Now they bringing that habit around you. They bring that mind, that right of mind, which is not the right mind of mind, but they bringing they wrong right of mind around your right mind. And it's kind of, it changed up your frequency, which changes your hertz, which changes the dimension you in, because each dimension vibrates at its own hertz. Each one. That's why when you're in alignment with a certain amount of, or a certain type of energy, you get into this certain realms, because you're at that vibration. You're actually conscious. So I found it interesting that, and this, you're also watching up a range, so you go kind of jump right into it. So what I found interesting was, this physical body is a vehicle. If you astral travel, if you do these things, your astral body is another vehicle. It's just a vehicle that's at a certain different type of hertz. And this is why you are spiritually wealthy already. And of course the spiritual comes into the physical. So just like this body that you use now, your astral body is just another body. It's just another, and as you rise up in ranks and vibration, you get different bodies, you get more bodies. Down here you might have, you have a lot of and they say you got bodies, but this is a different type of bodies. These are astral bodies. These are, multi-astral bodies. We are infinite. The angels were infinite. These malevolent beings, though, they wasn't infinite. They got marginalized. So even in that sense, but we're gonna talk about that that's another video. But your second body is another vehicle. That's why it's like you spiritually wealthy. All you have to do is be in alignment with, because you're born with natural. If you could jump into these dimensions, you could do this type of stuff, which I encourage everybody, because just like that body, it's only at a certain amount of hertz that people can't catch up no more, because you have to have a certain type of soul and a certain type of energy to rise up in these certain type of ranks. Like a hierarchy. Your consciousness add up to this other being, and then it's a lot of them beings, and then they add up to this other being until you get to them. It's not like how people think, in a sense. Because if everybody have these different type of souls, those souls it's just like a bubble. It's gonna pop into 2. It's gonna pop into 4. It's gonna pop into 18. Until you get to the one, it's gonna just gather up in more energy balls. That's why it's crazy. I got this behind me. That's energy balls. Those add up. Just kind of like when you zoom into us, we like little dots, which are atoms, of course. And you zoom out, and it's just being here. But if you zoom in all the way, it's just like one of those. So they want to see the whole you come out at this point. They've been seeing the sun pointing you, but that's why your life is going to start to flourish, because now that focus is in on you. Now they can really see you. They taking a step back. At first it was like everybody the same. No, this person different, but they sitting at a distance, so they seeing you different. And something just spoke to me right there. But you want to hang around legends and future greats. And I was talking about this with one of my co-workers, I'm gonna call it. I told him, I was like, it was like some if they wanted $1 million and stuff like this, that they wouldn't really change. I'm just like, you naturally gonna change, because then they have to, agree with this part. I ain't gonna tell you the whole story, but it's just like, they got to this one part and it was just like, your mindset gonna change. Like, it's a different type of riches. It's a different type of, like I told them, they was like, they might go to the same type of restaurants. And I'm just like, who to say you gonna even go to restaurants? Maybe when you get that type of money, you gonna want to be at home and be not around people. This different type of money is gonna put you in a different mind space that you got coming up. Yeah, they want to see your whole life, and they kind of taking a step back because you went into solitude. Now they want to see the whole being, but they having to see it from a distance, 11:44 o'clock. But it's just like your mindset gonna change. It's gonna have to, because it's gonna have to adapt to this new. You gonna really be able to do stuff you ain't. Now you can buy these type of houses, and you can do these type of things now. Buy these cars and go here and go there. Like, you just gonna be around different people. Even if you bring the people with you, if they not with you for the right reason, because obviously right now, this point in your life, y'all all kind of at the same points. But even every time, that's what I'm gonna go into too. Like, no matter what building I'm in, no matter what establishment I be in, I don't care if it's just from in the household, going to church, school, jobs, like all the stuff that the chosen one get into. We rise in ranks because this is a vibrational thing. Yeah, you're gonna be having a lot of people at the bottom, but then you're gonna naturally go up because your vibration is naturally higher, spiritually higher. And you can, just like anywhere you go, you're gonna have to start off from the bottom. Even when we came here, it's a different vibration. You gotta start from the bottom. But then as your energy raise, as your consciousness go up, you're gonna rise up naturally in ranks. And that's why they say that. That's why they didn't like you, in a sense, because they know when the more attention people put on you, the more this energy gonna glow, because all eyes is energy, and the more they focus on this energy that you have, this captivating energy, that's why we were made to be unique. Because even when they wasn't around us, they wanted to also know what we was doing, what they got going on. Why they don't never talk? Why they just like that? I wonder what make them, first of all, somebody who's just saying regular, it's like, they call it N-words, but you really gotta naturally just be that. And when all these people eyes is on you, it's just making your energy brighter and brighter. Your energy is being glorified. But with that being said, family, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace to all the guys and guys to the planet. Peace to all the kings and queens. Peace to all the princes and princesses. If this your first time being on the from VO, go ahead and share it to somebody you feel like need some motivation and just some guidance in what's going on. Make them actually step into their power so that they can be the new voice in the room, the new person in the room, receive their energy that they supposed to get so they can grow. Maybe it's gonna grow them to a different space and time, but it's gonna happen however it's supposed to happen. With that being said, peace to all the Orishas. Peace to all my ancestors, known and unknown. Peace to y'all. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sure. Of course, till next time, signing off.